Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Some days ago, Loretta Noche and some others who signed a press release that warned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to disease inculcating Anioma into Biafra map, that Anioma is not Biafra, Anioma is not part of Biafra map. They gave a lot of reasons why they are not, and was duly signed by quite a number of persons. Well, as we speak, Anioma Group has come for APC's Loretta Sanoche article, press release article, and they have also listed a lot of reasons, and it's quite a bit of a long one, but I'll try and get the highlights. But before we go to the newspaper, I would like you to subscribe to our channel if you have not done so by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the attention of the proudly Anioma, proudly Igbo group of Nigeria, a friendship family group of Anioma people and their Eastern Igbo kith and kin, has been drawn to a press release written by some deluded individuals claiming to speak on behalf of the entire Anioma people. To begin with, it is important to note that the said group, Ndi Anioma, as they call themselves, is not the umbrella body of Anioma people at home and in diaspora. This responsibility lies with the Izu Anioma organization headed by Brigadier General Alabi Isama, retired, the Ajia Osa, and the Anagbo and Ochega of Otagba land. In the charter of Izu Anioma, the Anioma people were not defined as an ethnic group, but rather an umbrella body covering the people identified in the course of Nigerian nationhood as West Niger Igbos, Western Igbos, and then Middle West Igbos, Bende Igbos, and now it's often called Delta Igbos. Anioma is a political identity covering the entire area and was coined by the Venerable Chief Dennis Osadebe in the late 1970s. It is important as well to note that our leader General Isama has stated in several fora and without any bit of contradiction that Anioma people are Igbos. We of the Proudly Anioma, Proudly Igbo organization concur with his assertion. Therefore, any claim, a self-seeking one for that matter, by a group of political wannabes parading themselves as the umbrella body of Anioma people should not be taken by the general public. Therefore, any self-seeking one for that matter by a group of political wannabes parading themselves as the umbrella body of Anioma people should not be taken by the general public seriously. Their rant is not worth a pinch of salt. We are aware that those parading themselves as umbrella body of all Anioma people have their loyalties tied to a particular political party in Nigeria. With such interest, their unfolded claims should not be taken by the public seriously. As stated by one of our leaders, Colonel Achuzie the Kemba of Asaba, we believe that the issues leading to the end of Biafra war and the pacification which followed thereafter has not as such a good percentage of the Igbos people of Nigeria that they have been fully integrated in the country. Many of them still feel they have been treated as second-class citizens, and there are empirical evidence to suggest that some of these claims have some tints of truth and reality in it. Among some of the issues include the slicing off of some Igbo communities out of core Igbo states and merger to other states. It mentions some examples like Obibo, Oyibo, originally being Obibo, now called Oyibo. It mentioned some of the states where it came from, but let's continue because it's quite a long read. You now want further to explain that General Olusegun Obasanjo, who was the major actor in the Nigerian Civil War and the former president, did not hide his understanding that Aniomas are Igbos. In his Niger Delta Special Development Initiative of 2005, he had Imo, Abia, and Anioma areas of Delta removed as beneficiaries, yet he had Ondo and its rocky capital city of Akure included as part of the Niger Delta. The said inventive maps claimed by those people who represent just themselves and no one else in Anioma is a proposal, and it's in tandem with international law and and practices. It was the case with South Sudan. In the original proposal, Southern Blue, Abia, and Nobel were proposed, and this was adopted in the Comprehensive Peace Agreement (CPA) of Sudan and South Sudan. Firstly, claiming that the expansiveness of Biafra has anything to do with oil is ridiculous. Firstly, the price of oil has crashed significantly, and there's nothing to suggest that in future oil will be black gold. It used to be. Besides, the southeast region, even with the exclusion of areas annexed and locked to rivers, has some reserves of the commodity. Anioma herself also has oil. But anyone who thinks that the future of Anioma, the larger Igbo race or Africa, lies in oil or other commodities has serious issues. The main drive of development is human capital, no less, no more. Igbos has this factor perhaps more than any other group in Nigeria. It is also worthy to note that several Anioma people are well disposed to the protest and the involvement of Anioma towns of Agbo and Asaba towns without any opposition in whatsoever guise confirm this point of view. This can be corroborated by opinion of Colonel Joe Achuzie, the Kimba of Asaba. The fact that our rulers and our other leaders have kept a significant silence to the matter would indicate that we are not hostile to such protests as far as it is done peacefully and orderly. It is therefore not the responsibility of a faceless organization to claim to have made a position. Those who are making the position are just a group of politicians based mainly in UK using their paid lankies to make some noise for them. They hope in return for loyalty, the ruling APC will share some cakes for them. This we know very well. Let us state once again that these faceless people do not represent the Anioma people. Our prime organization is the Izu Anioma. Before we conclude, let us dwell a bit on the points they raised. They say Anioma has never been part of Biafran history or administration. This is how these people contradict themselves. These were the same people who told anyone who deemed to care that Onitsha and Ogota are not Ndi Igbo, but Ndi Anioma. Onitsha and Ogota are in Anambra and Imo State respectively. They were advised to refrain from such spurious claims, but they refused. Now, since it suits them to declare that Anioma had never been part of Biafra, they have eaten their words and claims and have restricted Anioma territory. This inconsistent game they play would only suggest that they don't even know what they're talking about. Anioma is the political identity of Western Igbos, which means they are scattered not just in Delta State, but also in parts of Edo, Rivers, even Bayelsa State. Bringing the issue of South-South is inconsequential. There's nothing like that in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We are also aware that we share the closest relatives within the larger Igbo nation and within Biafran communities of Onitsha, Ugbaru and Ogota. Based on international law, we should be at the liberty to decide ultimately where we should belong. Sadly, Nigeria failed to restructure based on ethnic groups and create regions and recognized by law, just like what was done in India by its first Prime Minister, Nehru. Our people accompanied, they raised another point, number two. They said in the first press that our people accompanied Chief Obafemi Awolowo to Enugu in May 6, 1967. A fat lie, they said. Awolowo only took his Western regional delegate to Enugu. No Midwest leader was involved. Let the writers of this lie list the names of the supposed Midwest leaders that accompanied Awo to Enugu, and more importantly, the Anioma leaders that were invited. Maybe the writer, whom I suspect is one wannabe historian, seemed to have forgotten is that the said delegation from the Midwest was instance of the government in Lagos, and the Midwest delegation pledged neutrality. Considering the seeming tension between the East and the rest of the country, if they are sure of their claims, we dare them to list Anioma delegates in that said meeting with Ojukwu. Number three, they said there was never a time, place, nor venue the leadership or representative Anioma region agreed to enter in any form of alliance with the people of Southeast or any region in existence. Yet more lies. In the memos of Chief Dennis Osadebe, he was full of praises for Chief Michael Okpara for all his support rendered to the Midwest regional movement, which led to the creation of the new region in 1963 and enthronement of NCNC in 1964. It is also well known that many Aniomas were members of the defunct Igbo State Union, which cemented the ethnic bonds of all Igbos west and east of the Niger. There were even agitations to carve out the old Asaba and Agbo divisions and have them merged with the east, with the likes of Reverend S.W. Martin of Iseluku as the main driver of the proposal. To further expose their lies, we have attached a letter written by community leaders of Ike East area comprising of Umunede, Igbodu, Otolokpo, Mbiri, Ute Igbeje and Akumeze and it goes thus. We, the undersigned, on behalf of the people of Umunede clan, Igbodu clan, Akumezi Akumazi clan, Mbiri clan and Ute Ugbeje clan in Ika division, Midwest, take this opportunity to express our deep gratitude on the historic liberation of Midwest and wish you God's guidance. We equally take this opportunity to congratulate His Excellency Major A.O. Okonkwo on his appointment as the military administrator of the Midwest and pledge our unalloyed support and loyalty to his government. Although we have above 6 clans in Umunede zone have already donated sums of money and foodstuff towards the war funds on individual clans. We jointly donate herein with the sum of £105 to win the war. Wow. We frequently pray for God's help that we crush the enemy while thanking you for what you have done already achieved liberation of Midwest. We wish to place here on record that it will be your guide while deliberating on any future association. Our feelings should be put into utmost consideration. Signatories to this September 1964 letter to Ojukwu include His Royal Highness Obi N. Igbenogba, Obi of Umunede, His Royal Highness A.O. Ike, Obi of Igbodo, Obi S.C. Osage, Obi of Ukumazi, His Royal Highness Obi Ogana, Obi of Mbiri, and Regent 1, Regent I Alekwe, Regent of Mbiri. Also, signatory to that letter are political leaders including Chief S.O. Osoro, Chief Z.E. Ibuchinim, Chief L.O.C. Ezekwe, Chief Odozie, Chief E.O. Nwabueze, Madam Julie Anyanwu, and Mr. B.O. Oko. Source: Nigerian Echoes of Century, Volume 1, 1914 to 1999 by Ifeohia Azikwe. Man, it is a long one. I can go on and on. They were listing everything. My God. Honestly, these guys came prepared with